Hey, what's up guys? James Ken the Goat Thing here, reviewing the first thing from Amazon Prime's Helluva Boss run, and that being Mission 0, the new jumping on point since this replaces the pilot. And since I've been a fan since the original pilot came out, I thought I should review it. And also, I said I'd review it in a previous short, so, you know, here we go, here's the review. And I promised. I am going to try not to promise videos and then not make them. I might make that Helluva Boss timeline at some point, but, you know, give me some time. Anyway, onto the review itself. Mission 0 was written by Adam Newland, which is not something I expected. I was kind of expecting Viv to write this one. I mean, it's fine, the pilot? No, this isn't the pilot. Mission 0 is still pretty good, but, you know, I was like, kind of surprised to see Adam's name at the end of that. Anyway, Mission 0 kind of just follows what the pilot did. It's a very similar layout, but with more, you know, series tones. Sort of, I don't know what to say. I'm still getting used to this whole reviewing things properly thing. And so I'm not great at explaining my thoughts, especially after, you know, my first initial viewing. So, you know, try my best. We hope we do get some new things in this redo. So it isn't just, you know, a full-on redo of the pilot, where it's just, you know, same thing, new, but with, you know, the series cast and, but, you know, same thing. If you get what I mean, I'm rambling, but at the end of the day, we do get some new stuff. I mean, we get some, you know, Millie's idea. We get to see Stardust again. Finally, we finally got to see Stardust again. It's been a long year. Long year. Great to see him again. And, of course, he's in his usual Season 1 horny self, which is, you know, nice. It's nice to see him happy. I mean, there is a part of me that thinks, is this really going to sell people on him? Probably not. But by the time they get to episode 2, Lululand, they'll be sold on him. And I hope they'll be, because, well, you know, he's my favourite and I can't take the criticism of him. Anyway. Yeah. I probably should plan these. Yeah, I should probably plan these. Because, you know, this review is a little rambly. And it's going to be because I've only watched Mission 0 once. I'm probably going to watch it... I'm probably going to watch it again. And I'm only reviewing it like this after my first viewing. Because I want to... Well, I mean we. Because, you know, Luke's a member of this channel as well. We want to, you know, maximise views so we can, you know, get views, get subs. And who knows, maybe actually make some money off this channel. We've also got a redo of the IMP jingle, which is nice. It'll probably grow on me. Because visually speaking, it's a really nice montage moment. But there is a part of me that kind of prefers the original lyric. Not the lyrics. I kind of prefer the original lyricist. I don't know why. I do. It might just be nostalgia talking. Probably just nostalgia talking. So, on the whole, I think the jingle redo is better. But there'll always be a space in my heart for the original. Well, this has already gotten to nearly 5 minutes of me rambling. Mission 0 is only about 12 minutes, which I could have sworn when Mission 0 was announced, it was labelled as an episode, which I thought would have meant 20 minutes. But, you know, it's not a problem. It's still a fine and fun 12 minutes with great pacing, which, you know, it's only Adam Newland's second well-paced script in this show. But, yeah, you've probably heard enough of me rambling. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give Mission 0 a 9 out of 10. Purely because we got to see Stardust again. It has been a long, long, depressing year. Anyway, you've probably heard enough of me ramble on. We still got a sex scene, by the way, before I sign off. I'd probably say sex. We've got a sex scene. Yes. What do I think of this as a jump on point. I think it's a fine jumping on point. It really it does represent what season 1 of the show's like. It does feel like season 1, but yeah, I think it's a fine jumping on point. But I'm not really sure what to say, because it's hard to judge how good of a jumping on point it is when you've been watching since the pilot came out. Because, my jumping on point, was the pilot. So, as someone who's, seen the whole show, it's hard to judge if this is a good jumping on point. So, if you're watching this show for the first time through Amazon Prime, and you started with Mission Zero, say in the comments if you think this was a good jumping on point. But make sure, you finish the show before saying it's a good jumping on point for, completeness. Yeah. Not really sure what else to say, except Mission Zero gets a 9 out of 10 from me, purely because Starless is there. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment, like, subscribe. I shall see you guys next time.